Hello. Welcome to Friday. How are you? I'm going to give you a moment to grab your coffee, get yourself situated, fluff your hair, say fuck it to Friday, and yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Is that the energy today? Is that what I'm bringing to the table? I'll give a sip. What do you think? The stalling part's always the fun part. But we're here. Good morning, Angie. As you start to log on, hit like. That notifies me you're here, or love. You could send some love today. Or you can say hi in the comments. Karen, good morning. If I would have known, baby, I would have taken you to see Michael Bublé with me. How in love with him are you? It's true love now. And he's hilarious. He's hilarious. Cheryl, good morning. Brandy, OFMG. We got to put the F in there for Brandy today. How are you? Jeez, it's been so long. I'm so glad you're here. You have just brightened the day. Karen says extremely. On a level of 1 to 10, how much do you love Michael Bublé? Extremely. Michaela Cooper, you want to make out? Let's do this. Let's do this, friends. It is Fuck It Friday. We are bringing it back. I apologize if you have an activation within yourself to the F word. It's just used to allow us as a place to release, as a place to clear our throat chakra. We are not here to offend anybody, but if you do feel really activated by that word, then I will see you on Monday morning. And that's okay. But we're just going to have a little giggle with it today, maybe. It's the energy I'm feeling, and I think we just got to release this week. I don't know about you, but I am in the place where I want to release this week. I want to fucking release this week. It has been a doozer. Kelly, good morning. Brandy Peep says, people who use the F word are happier people. My son's teachers probably disagree with you, but for later in life, it's good. Kevin fucking Frazier, good morning. I don't know. Does that work? That's some intense energy right there. But I don't give a sip because that's what it is. And I think that we come into fall and it's such a season of, good morning, Kathy. Fall is such a season of, I don't know, it's kind of like it's a big reset. It's a big do-over. If you've got kids, it's the establishment back into routine. It's so many things. And it can feel like a lot of pressure. It can feel like a lot of change. I think that the thing I love about fall that I was saying in meditation class earlier in the week is that fall is this beautiful visual that teaches us and reminds us about change. But change isn't easy. Change is messy. Change is scary sometimes, but it's essential for us to grow. And what I was saying and sharing in the class on Monday is that what I think the cool visualization from the trees is, I'm going to share Jesse's comment in a moment. The thing that I really love learning from the trees is that they go through this beautiful dynamic change. They drop the leaves and they have the trust that the beauty is on the other side. But we as humans, we hesitate. We don't trust that the beauty is on the other side. We're unsure. We're uncertain. We think that we should control all the fucking parts of everything that is happening so that we can get it to the other side just perfectly. Are you with me on this? But what if for a moment Now, I am not a good example of this, but I can talk about it. What if we just sit back and fall into trust that the beauty is waiting for us on the other side? So, this change that we have to go to that feels so dramatic, this letting go that feels so fucking vulnerable, is all worth the beautiful thing that is waiting for us just on the other side. The thing that we're just a little bit too afraid to let go for. But imagine just for a moment, oh, fuck, it would be so amazing. So, that I feel like is the really strong message of this fall, of this October. And I feel like that's why we have so much beautiful weather right now, is for us to have the opportunity to go out and view that. I don't know. I heard in the news that there was like lineup of cars outside of Calgary, on the west side of Calgary last weekend. The people were lined up for miles just to get out of their car to take a picture of fall. Okay, interesting first step. And I get it. I drove to Fernie last weekend and, I don't know if you remember, like when I was a kid, here's a weird childhood confession for you on a Friday morning, is I always imagined that how cool would it be if our eyeballs and our heads and our brains were actual cameras, right? Because nothing captures a photo like what you see. And the interesting thing I think too is that as we're viewing it and as we look at that picture, right, our brains feed us the information of what we're looking at completely differently. So even if all of us together right now, we're looking at the exact same thing, I guess for you guys, it's me. But if we were looking at all the exact same thing right now, we're all seeing it in the way that our brains compute it. Okay. And so I get that. And so anyway, I just don't know where I sidebarred that. I think because what I was thinking when I was driving is that I wanted to be like, click, and my eyes were a video camera and I was just videoing the view so that I could share it with you. But the thing is that that view and that experience was mine to be mine and yours to be yours. And so that I loved that people wanted to go take this beautiful picture of fall. But I want us in this beautiful weather, and maybe it's a challenge for you going into this Thanksgiving weekend, depending what you have going on and the weather of where you reside watching Coffee Club. And maybe you're not in a destination where you get the changing of fall like we do in Canada. My friends outside of Canada, this is a beautiful space. Um, but I want you to get out into nature this weekend. And I throw that challenge to you because I'm throwing it also to myself, that we have this beautiful weather, this beautiful fall, so that we can go and step into that change moment. Okay. And I would love for you to take that moment sometime this weekend. If you want to take it next level, if you want to, if you want to Jody Seeley this the fuck up, I want you to take your shoes off and your socks. Yeah, it could be cold for a minute. You'll be fine. And I want you to put those feet right on beautiful Mother Earth. And I want you to stand in that fall moment and breathe in, do like a mini breathing meditation in that moment, and just accept that you could be as trusting as the trees. You've got change coming. You do. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're at in your life. There is a change piece coming. There is for all of us on a continuous basis. And we have the opportunity to really go into that with an inward peace more than we ever have before if we're willing. That's the vibe I'm feeling today. I don't know. Or you could be like, Jody, I don't give a sip about the change right now. You. That's fine. You'll get there. But just throwing it out as a Thanksgiving Day challenge, that you just take a moment and step into that change moment and see how it feels. See how it sits with you. See what's activated in you when you decide to step into it. Trust me, it's not easy. I've been fighting it real good all week. Earlier, I want to say, Jesse was saying, well, I must be a really happy person because that word gets used a lot. Because if you missed it earlier, Brandy had shared that people who use the F word are happier people. So that's why we're having Fuck It Friday, because we're bringing happiness back. Brandy also says, fall's a reminder to drop the shit. Yeah. Kenna, good morning. Angie got to see the Northern Lights the other night. Angie, that's amazing. Those are a gift. So yeah, who's with me? I want to take a moment. Maybe we'll do it at the end. We'll give that a second. We'll still stay fired up for a moment in all of that. I don't know. I was almost borderline going to go on a F word rant there for a bit, but I calmed down. But if you feel like you need to go on one, I want you to throw it in the comments. For anybody who's new to joining us to Coffee Club, or if you haven't been here for a bit, or just your daily reminder when you are here every single day, is that the comments are your safe space to be a part of the show. And whatever you put in there is ours, and it's protected. And if anybody wanted to attack you on that, this mama bear's got your back. What I want you to do is release the week this week. It was a week. And some people probably had a really smashing, not everybody has a shitty week just because I do. But I know that reading through I try to keep up on, like, I check in on people's socials. I check in on the pulse of things that are going on in community. I ask people where they're at and how they're doing, and seeing what other teachers and healers are sharing. And a lot of it is wrapped in this same sort of vibe that we got to take times to release. And I think that really hit me in the theme for meditations for the classes this month that I'm teaching, is just that continual releasing and letting go. And that's not something that I feel like, I mean, it would be amazing if we could just do it once and then we don't ever have to do it again. And we're like, whoo, released. Awesome. But we have to do it all the time. It's like maintenance, right? On whatever you would maintain. I would give a car analogy here, but that's what I have Mr. D's for. But it's continued maintenance of this car, of this beautiful Ferrari that you are driving, whatever your favorite car is that you want to call yourself, or whatever it is, you have to do continued maintenance. And that's just a reminder of that today as we go into this Thanksgiving weekend. I know that weekends involving big traditional family style marketing can be difficult weekends for a lot of people, depending on where you're at with your family, where you're at with yourself, where you're at in your life, where you may be at financially, mentally, whatever those pieces are. I know that there's some moving parts for you this weekend because it is Thanksgiving in Canada for those of you who watch from other areas of the world. And people either love it or they hate it. It might be just another weekend. It could just be, I don't know, your last weekend to get out camping, which is so very tempting. But just know, whatever it is that you feel going into this weekend is 100% fucking valid, and you can feel it. You can feel it, you can roll it, you can emotion it, whatever you want. It's all good. Good morning, Liz. That's what this weekend's all about. You do what you got to do, and don't worry about the others. Now, that's a hard one going into, because there's expectation, right, on you, perhaps from family this weekend or friends or whatever that looks like. And maybe that's feeling sticky. It's a word I learned from my friend Jen the other day. What feels sticky? So sit with that for a minute and just know, if you got to take some time, some you time, maybe to go out and stand in the woods and watch the trees change color, whatever it is, watch them release some leaves just so beautifully, then do that. If you want to drink out of a sassy cup by yourself at home, you can do that too. You can do whatever the F you want, because it's Friday. Gratitude. That is the biggest theme I feel that goes into Thanksgiving weekend. Now, there's, of course, it's Thanksgiving. There's the being thankful. There's the whatever. Maybe you're not feeling the tradition of why Thanksgiving was created in the first place. Maybe you're not feeling that connection to that pilgrimage. Uh, but I think that there's a really great opportunity to tap into gratitude. And I will preach, I will preach the gratitude till the end of time, because there is nothing more freeing, more relieving, more therapeutic, more required in this world than gratitude. Gratitude is the key piece for everything, because I know when I feel hurt by someone, upset in life, unsure about what the next steps are, you, as soon as you give gratitude to something, even if it's the shit space you're in, as soon as you give the gratitude, the hard part rises right out. And the gratitude, I think, is the key. So finding a moment for gratitude this weekend. And if you can, um, thinking him is one thing, writing it down is a totally other powerful element. And maybe you're like, I'm not a journal person. Get a scrap piece of paper that's laying on your desk that you're going to throw away anyway, and take a moment. And I want you to write down 5 things that you feel gratitude for. And they can be big things, they can be little things, they can be whatever you want. Write down those 5 things that you feel gratitude for. It could even just be how hot and beautiful your peppermint tea is in your cup today. Like, it doesn't have to be earth-shattering gratitude moments. Just write down the first 5 things that come into your mind that you feel grateful for. And then the real test is I want you to take a moment and think about something that you aren't feeling grateful for. Okay. Here's the challenge. And so in that something you're not feeling gratitude for, break it down for a moment and look into it and see, have you learned something from this? Right? A lot of times the people who bring us the most amount of pain or the most amount of frustration or are our greatest teachers. And I've really tried to sit in this space of, what have I learned from this experience? What is the lesson that I was gifted from this? And then being so grateful for that. I could say feel like I have heartache in my life. I have ex relationships that still feel sad deep, deep inside the core of my heart. But those were some incredible teachers in my life that taught me so many beautiful things that I am so grateful for. And we don't always feel that at the beginning, but I hope that you will arrive there. We have, yeah, we have so many things. And I think that it's easy to be like, oh, you've got so many things you can just be thankful for, just be thankful. But that puts a lot of that weird fucking societal stress on you that maybe you're not feeling thankful. Maybe you're not feeling that you have something to be thankful for. Maybe you're in that space where it's feeling kind of gross. Okay? That's okay. Don't let you be told you have to be thankful for all the things. But gratitude is a shift from that. Gratitude allows you to see a space that you can pull something out of it that belongs to you, that was given to you, that was your gift, that you get to own, no matter what the outcome was on any of the other pieces. The gratitude is yours, and it's your powerful tool that releases and helps you get rid of the negativity and the grossness that comes on the flip side of everything. Does that make sense? Kevin, I love this. Enjoy the weekend. The fall colors are fucking awesome. Get outside and see them. They are fucking awesome. Brandy needs a new sassy cup. I got this one legit at the dollar store. It cost me $2. I don't give a shit. I feel like I need one with the F word. I've said this before, but I just haven't found the one that captures what I needed to capture. But I'll find it. It'll be out there. Liz says, I'm feeling grateful for reflective time every morning. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz. So continue to seek out in the space that feels icky. Pull out the gratitude this weekend. If you have to run to the woods in the night, I prefer, like, I don't know, go somewhere where you're not going to scare people. But again, I will always bring up, if you got to run out and scream the F word into the trees, you can do that too. A full moon this weekend, also on Sunday night. So that's fun. I have not looked up any of the elements that surround this beautiful full moon to give you any insight into that, but I'm sure we'll talk about it on Monday morning. Yes, Monday morning is, although it's Thanksgiving in Canada, we will still be here with Virtual Coffee Club. So if you want to take a moment to have a cup of coffee on the Monday morning and hang out, I encourage you to come join us and sit in a safe space. If you get if that's the morning you want to sleep in and you don't show up, hey, that's okay too. You do what you got to do. I hope you have an incredible weekend, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're up to. And just before we let you go, let's take a little bit of moment to do a little quick mini meditation / breath opportunity. And we'll just release this week together, okay? So if you're able, wherever you are, if you can close your eyes, I invite you to do so. If you're not able to close your eyes, you can keep them open. I want you to sit back comfortably, or if you want to lie down, depending where you are at, just get yourself in a comfortable position. And I just want, first of all, let your shoulders drop. Let them drop and feel heavy. Just let them go down. I want you to take a long, slow, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. Release through your mouth. Oh, let's do that again, will you? One slow, long, deep breath in through the nose. And release. Allow your breathing to return to normal for a moment. And just take a moment to sit in the feeling of gratitude. You are here. You are breathing. You're an integral part of the world. We are so glad that you are with us. And whatever challenges that have fed you this week, put you into a place of activation, trigger, fear, confusion, scaredness, hurt, sad, or pain. Release from your body with every exhale that you do. We're going to inhale gratitude. Exhale and let go of the things that no longer serve us. Inhale, remind yourself that you are worthy of all the great things of this world. Exhale and let go of things that no longer serve you. One more time, we're going to do a great big deep breath in. Vision it coming, the breath, all the way from the ends of your toes. Keep inhaling up through your entire body, your whole legs, your stomach, your chest, all the way up into your head. Hold it for a moment. And then I want you to exhale hard. Release it all out. Friends, have an amazing weekend. We will see you Monday morning, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Looking forward to having a Thanksgiving cup of coffee with you.